And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Simon NoChaNoMa. Welcome to Radri and Vids of Your Mom. Thank you for joining. And I'm anticipating other guests other guests, viewers, guests and viewers, the same thing really, to arrive shortly. And including the lady mentioned in the if you scroll up in the comments, you'll see there's a lady mentioned who may be appearing in comments, so you can go and sub to her channel and comment on her voice as it appears. But yes, I'm indoors again. I'm looking out of the window now, and I can see blue sky, dark clouds, with a little bit of sunshine. And I got rained on this morning going to the shops, so I thought, oh bugger it, I'm going to do an indoor stream and not an outdoor stream. And very good reasons for doing that: one, not getting wet, and two, being able to talk to you lot, which is always a plus. Something I can't do at the moment with outdoor streams. I was kind of like thinking, I've been doing this too often, being stuck indoors. Perhaps I should do an outdoor stream, and it would have been just me rambling on outside in the rain. First 3 seconds sounded great. Okay, good. We'll be getting the full video shortly. I said to her that I'll be doing it in the first half of the show, playing the video, that is. Yeah. In your icing room. I hope that's just a typo. But yes. So yes, I shall. That's one of the other reasons. Maya-san, she uploaded a video this morning, which is a song that she wrote, and she had asked viewers for ideas for songs. So I was the first one to be taken up on that, and she's written a song for me. So it's a song for me, about me, or something to do with me, and my ego deigns me to actually to show it on the show. Yes, it's a typo. Jolly good. That's yes. I had a shower yesterday, so there's no lice on me. Hang on. And also, another good reason not to do an outdoor live stream is you can't pour glasses of wine and walk about drinking wine and holding a gimbal. But one day I will go back outside with my gimbal and my smartphone and treat you all to some exciting Belgian city. Ooh, says everybody. Hello, Perk. Take what I can get. Yes. Anyway, that's enough of this background here. I've got 3 apps going on here. I've got. I don't have OBS. I have this. There we are. Now I click that, and we're magically back in Tokyo on Friday night. I like to have up-to-date videos. This is Ueno Ame Yokocho to be more precise. There we go, Ame Yokocho. And obviously everything is shut because it's it's evening. But the guy who made this video, no idea, sorry, who it is, some chappy. He said, "Oh, it's all very quiet because of the virus, blah blah blah." But it's it's obviously night and shut. So and I've never been down Ame Yokocho at night. A couple of times during the day, and it's packed during the day. So at night it could be like this anyway. So who knows? But anyway, that's the background going on behind me, just for a bit of background, really. We want to move for Obachan, OBS, Obas, for Obachans and Hiko Simon. Speaking of Hiko Simon and wine and drink and everything, I've messaged. I don't know whether they've seen it, and I don't know whether they'll pop up in viewing this. But 2.5 Ayajis, Victor and Hiko, are having a nomikai on Zoom. Now I've got Zoom, so I said, and I've got wine, so I said after this, I may go along there. So if you want to see me again, or if you want to see Victor and Hiko, pop over to their channel. But anyway, oh dear, I've just learnt that my sister has now pretty much recovered from coronavirus. I mean, you don't go out riding on your horse if you've still got coronavirus. So she's okay, hopefully. And I got a message from my ex-wife to say that somebody I work with at work, where you do generally, a colleague, a builder colleague, he had possibly caught the virus, and I've just heard from one of my bosses on the phone that it's not confirmed, but he's had all the symptoms. But he was just talking to him, and he's got over it. So it's probably my turn next. Yeah, it's been a while since the last 2.5 years. Geez, I can't remember. It's years. I was getting on for a year or more. They're yes, they have commitments, now. I think Hiko's missus was getting on at him for being on YouTube too much, and Victor has 2 young children, and I can assure you, having 2 young children does occupy significant proportion of your time besides earning a living. So in finding time for YouTube. And just to reassure Radri, this show will have no chopsticks in in genitals or love hotel stories. And for that, I don't know, does it upload on Twitch? I mean, can you go back and watch it? Go back and watch Radri's Twitch Why Come Japan episode, which I was watching earlier live, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. Yes, this will be unless Daniel from Wasabi Cars comes in. The tone of this live stream will be maintained at a relatively sort of high level. None of that 3-year-old dude stuff here today. Oh no! Another empty train going past. Yes, apparently, as from the 4th of May here in Belgium, if you want to go on a train or a bus, you have to wear a mask. So I'll have to dig out that old mask that they gave me at work the other week, which I wore for cosmetic purposes only. Although, given what's happened to my colleague, it's possibly a good idea actually to wear it, when delivering to customers and so on. But should I ever wish to go on the train or the bus, I haven't been on the bus in years. Who's been on the bus? You forget I am here. Do I forget you? What are you talking about, Fitz? Yes, being on a bus. Yes, and having a car, and it's car, bus. What do I use? If I was being conscientious, I would use a bus. But I'm less than conscientious, and I use my car, and so I don't need a mask. But as from I think Monday. What day are we today? I have to look. It's the 2nd, 3rd. So Monday is the 4th. Yes, so from the 4th of May in Belgium. Certain places will be still closed, but certain things will be allowed to open. Cafes and restaurants and bars and things are closed till June, and no festivals, no cinemas, no anywhere where there's close proximity allowed. That's all going to still be closed. But I think sewing places where you can get cloth and material and so for some reason they're going to be open. Perhaps people who like sewing are sort of getting stir crazy, and the government decided to give them a bit of leeway. Right. I was saying, yes. Well, I appreciate the civilized behavior in comments. This is why I never. I mean, I could make somebody a moderator, but they'd be sat there twiddling their thumbs bored silly because everybody's very, very pleasant. And when it gets a bit edgy, it's, I'm quite used to that from the old show. So once I go viral and become very famous on YouTube, I may need moderators. Hey, Nosh, why? Woo, blimey, Nosh and Silver Sea. Hey, is it raining? Is it raining there? I was looking at the rain map for Belgium, and it appeared to drift across into Holland. So is it raining there in Holland at the moment, Silver Sea? Nosh heard the secret word, and the secret word. I don't know what the secret hair wax is. Is that the secret word? Oh, moderator. Yes, he's having a break from moderating. He's been doing Only in Japan Go practically every day, and marathon sessions. When you've got 1.4 thousand viewers, having to moderate 1.4 thousand viewers as a whole team, specialized moderator, trying to keep things polite. Make some weird rules, like anyone who uses the letter Y. It's raining hard at the moment. Well, the clouds are building up here as I look out of my window. They did actually sort of say that it was going to hailstones in May. Okay. Yes, you shouldn't be driving a diesel car like me when they say you're going to get hailstones in May. Yeah, John has been working hard. I see the live streams, but haven't had interest lately. Well, yes, when there's a live stream every day and it's just John cooking Japanese snacks in a tent in his living room every day, you're like, all right, fair enough. Hey, Tomo's here. Pre-bath or mid-bath or possibly post-bath. Well, I actually went out and Instagrammed. Thank you, everybody who liked my Instagram. I did something besides just plugging the show and doing my advert. I actually went out for a cycle ride, and to be honest, I went out for a cycle ride for Instagram. Oh God, how sad! No, also for exercise. And it's a little village, not that far from where I live. Cycling to it is utterly dreary. I'm afraid to say it's all just suburbs and rather kitschy houses until you sort of get to the fields part, and then the fields part it drops down into a sort of a valley. And inevitably, being Belgium, there are lots more kitschy houses and housing estates and so on. But it does get, as you saw in some of the pictures in Instagram, it does get quite nice if you frame the picture well. You need to try Instagram. Yes, Instagram. I actually use Instagram to message people, in act of desperation. With if it doesn't work on Facebook Messenger, if it doesn't work online, if it doesn't work on, try them on Instagram. So we've been here. How long have we been here? We've been here a quarter of an hour, and I've been rabbiting on like a man possessed. I'm waiting actually to see if Maya will show up in comments, because I want to start the video when she's here, so that she uploaded it, so she knows exactly what it sounds like. You're at the bath. Jolly good. I recommend everybody who is in the right time zone to watch this show from the bath. Hey, Ellen. It must be right. Ellen and Silver Sea are here, and they're both inside because it's raining. Maya is the one that sings. Yes. She may appear in comments. I'm hoping she appears in comments. She may be actually watching I haven't done a tally. I've got 8 people watching at the moment, but I've not uh, corresponded that with the people who are actually commenting. There could be more people. It's 5:45 a.m. Take a bath. Well, it's always fun to try something new. And yeah, Nosh. It must be fairly early for Nosh as well. So I'm very tempted to start playing this video because I've got it all set up to go. But I'd very much like Maya to be here, so you could all applaud her and subscribe to her channel, which is at the top of the comments, the link to it. Yes, you're entirely correct, Perk. Saki's Japanese lessons, Saki-san from Tochigi, who was on the show a couple of years ago. Maya is one of her best friends, actually, and Maya has appeared in some of Saki's videos. But she herself has her own channel and is an amazing singer. So it was, yeah, through. I was hoping, I am still hoping, and if you're watching here, Maya san, that you will be a guest on the show at some point, and this will maybe be. This is why I'm being at my best behaviour, and the audience too, so that it's not off-putting for future guests. She's really talented. Yes, she is. You're using your phone, Nosh says, to watch in an attempt to take a photo of the back of your head. Hair situation hitting critical. Well, just before the show, I put some wax in. You can't tell. Are you there, Maya? If you're there, Maya, just like comment, and then I can start the video. But in the meantime, enjoy the deserted streets of Tokyo, which is much more inspiring than the deserted streets of my town, which is sort of. I mean, I suppose if you've never seen my town, and you might think, oh, that's a rather pleasant European town with interesting buildings. But if you lived here 20 years, it's a bit dull. Yeah. And this is why when I sometimes do my live streams, I like to get in the car and go out and go to, or get on the train and go to sort of Brussels or Antwerp or Ghent or places like that in Belgium that people have heard of and that have rather nice architecture and things to see when I'm live streaming. But I can't do that at the moment because you can't. It's non-essential travel. Oh, a YouTuber, it's essential. No, sorry. That's €250 fine for being a YouTuber trying to live stream from a picturesque city. You haven't had a haircut in 3 months. I can't remember when I last had a haircut. Yes, there is actually, I think, an advert of mine for one of my shows where I actually have some scenes from myself getting my haircut at my local barber as a prelude to doing the show or something. So I'm trying to think how long ago that was. It must have been about 2 months. But I shave my face. I shave my face regularly. So I hope you're doing that, Perk, as well, or are you going the full hobo and letting the hair and the facial hair grow? It's going for the Nick Nolte look. Yes, you're lucky, Ellen. I mean, it just grows long. You just got to worry about split ends. That's all. I mean, I mean, for just for context, and I used to worry about split ends because I used to have hair down to my shoulders, and so I'd occasionally go in and have the split ends trimmed off, and I used to use olive oil to keep my hair in condition. So there we are. Perk has gone full Nick Nolte. Vids of your mum has long hair. Hang on, wait. I have long hair, and the back and sides are shaved. So long as you don't have a mullet, that's all right. More women complain about their hair lately than men. I don't know. I mean, perhaps so their roots are showing or something, which is a drama. I mean, on here, I just use YouTube to do my hair because I mean this webcam and the background and everything makes me look about 10 years younger hair wise. Oh, I've lost 2 viewers. I'm sorry. It's Nosh has fallen asleep and Tomo has dropped the phone in the bath. Yes, I used to have a ponytail. Oh dear, and a beard. Where is the long hair growing from? If the back, well, obviously the top of the head. Rapunzel, let down your hair. Yes, I've read that story. I can't remember. Yes. Oh yes, the witch sort of lets go of the and he falls off the tower or something. It's a rather bizarre story. Sort of. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sending you to sleep, Nosh. Oh, hello. That's it's ambulances, regularly ambulances and fire engines, because it's a main road out of the town here. You will have to be a guest one day. You are very welcome to be a guest this month. I'm preempting myself here, but next week, if he looks at his Instagram, because he said, sure, Simon. How is Friday is the 8th of May okay? Which is not, because it's possibly a work day for me, because I was asking for the 9th of May. But Tabi eats Shinichi and Satoshi. Hopefully, once he sees the message, gets it, says, yeah, Saturday, fine. Then they could be joining next week. And the week after that, I've got my friend Charlie no Saiketsu up there in Fukui in Japan. He's possibly going to join on the 16th or the 23rd. And on the 30th, I've got Stuffer. Ellen and Silversea know who Stuffer are. That's Tim and Dennis. 5 a.m. is sending you to sleep. Yes, I mean I'm deeply appreciative of the fact that I'm being streamed live in San Francisco at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I have my my soporific voice, which is sending you to sleep. But yes, so Vids of your mom, I'll be very curious to see you with your shaved back and sides and long hair. And what we could make of all that. We are a video show. You're perfectly welcome. I mean, right now, if you've got a webcam and you're not in your underpants, I could just throw you a link. Oh, I don't know actually if I've got you on anything other than on YouTube. I would need to be connected with you on some other social media so that I could put a link in your chat or something like that. It would be weird to be interviewed. Well, I've interviewed that many people that it's people ask guests. So I ask them, would they like questions? I usually ask them about a week before, and then I kind of like go a couple of days, and then I think, right, I better think of some questions. And hurriedly, and questions flow quite freely. You might dream of me. I want hair like Simon's. I want hair wax like Simon. Ah, you'll connect with me, and we can do it someday when you're not drunk AF. Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah. Well, it's all, you don't have to be completely drunk. You just have to. Oh, my nail's getting worse. Well, we'll just have to, take the edge off. Hi, Robert. Right, I'm going to message her on Instagram again because she doesn't appear to be here, and she may miss. Or if you are here, Mayor, please just message me on Instagram. Just say, because I'm keen to get this video of yours shown. Are you here? Watching now. We'll start the video soon. I took the edge and a strip off your wife. Oh dear. No domestic, all right, we're all stuck at home. Me on my own, which is why I go out for stress relief cycle rides and Instagram. But what's that? So what I shall do, I shall go back in time now to my living room, get rid of Ueno, stop that. It's wandering around in Ueno Park in the dark on a Friday night in 2020. Not the most exciting thing to do. And I will, right. How am I going to do this? Well, this was a song written for me by Maya, and it was totally unexpected. I mean, I was in communication with her, attempting to get her as a guest on the show, and naturally subscribe to her channel as one of the first steps in doing that. Obviously, Saki-san had a good deal in introducing us. I think I asked Saki-san, I'm looking for a guest. Does anybody you know? It's my general question to guests, where I get more guests. And she suggested Maya-san. So I checked out Maya-san, and wonderful voice, as some of you have heard. And in the course of watching her videos and uploads and commenting, she mentioned that she was thinking of writing a new song, and that all suggestions would be taken on board. So I immediately sort of suggested and gave her some context and an idea. And a couple of weeks later, she came up with a song and uploaded it today. So I shall now. No, that's not good. I'll do that because then Maya is more front and center. I have to scroll down. Yeah, right. I'm going to play it. I think. Tell me if you can hear the music. But this is Maya singing Kazana, which is something in Japanese, which means something. And the words are all in Japanese. The song is in Japanese. It sounds lovely, but unfortunately, I can't give you a direct translation. She's busy translating it for me. But for those of you who speak Japanese or understand, you may be able to get what's being said. But here we go. Can you hear anything? Have I got to? I can't hear anything. Hang on, I have to turn this. Ah, well, in that case, I shall go to. Hang on. Go here. Go to screen sharing. Share screen. Share screen. Share audio. Application window. Maya. Okay. Share. Let's go back. Not quite sure why that's happening. It's not going through Manycam. It's going directly through StreamYard. So, oops. Play. Now, do you hear anything? That's strange. Normally, it should. That's a disappointment. Well, what I could, I shall do, I shall very simply copy the 0. Okay, I'm just going to put in the comments here the link to that video. You probably will have to just copy and paste it into your browser rather than click on it. It doesn't actually work as a clicked link. You're going to have to copy and paste, but you can afterwards. You can listen to it. I'm very sorry, Maya, if you're watching. Technical. Right. Not quite sure what went wrong there. But can you hear me on the show? Click when Simon says go. Yes, you have to basically copy and paste that, I'm afraid. Not entirely sure what went wrong. Yes, you can hear me. Good. Unfortunately, I'm not good enough to overdub the song with my own voice. Thanks, Perk, and everybody. Yes, I'm glad I'm back. But that was unfortunate. I'm not quite sure why that didn't work. The other week with when the guy from the theatre group was on. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Oh God, too much wine. I can't remember the name of the theatre group, but he was on. But yes, he was doing it from his own computer. I'm loud and clear. Oh, you can right click in the. I see. Okay, yes. Everybody right click on Maya's link and just for a few seconds or 30 seconds or so, and just hear her voice. It's lovely. Windows sound level. Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. Nosh. Yeah. I've got that many tabs out. I've got many windows open here. Daniel. We're keeping it there's a competition. There's a competition between you and Vids of Your Mom for lowering the tone of the show. It's an Apple. It's an app issue. Is there no right click on the iPad? Sorry. Yeah, I mean, but what I suggest is if you can see that link in the comments there, or even go scroll right to the top of the comments and there's a link to her channel, is to copy and paste that and subscribe. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. She has a most amazing voice. And yes, that's her playing the keyboard with it too. Yeah, she spent 11 years in the States, and she's very fond of gospel music and that kind of thing. So that kind of comes across in the way she sings. Yes, I don't particularly want you and Daniel to compete for Smutterama. So yes, I'm sorry, Maya, if you were watching. For some reason, the video didn't work, but I've told everybody to go and subscribe and to listen to that wonderful song that you wrote for me. And I'm really looking forward to your translation of the lyrics, since that's quite close to my heart, as it were. Yes, she did. Towards the end of the song, she does sing some of the words in English, um, but I don't think that's the entire set of lyrics. Yes, Randra, there is. It says share audio, and I did that. Stop screen sharing. Share screen. Share screen. Share audio. Application window. Maya. Share. I'll give it one more try. Let's see if you can hear the audio on this. I've got the audio on YouTube turned up fine. And if I turn, I can only hear it if I turn my audio. Yes, it's still low. I'm sorry. Well, we'll stop that. It's best heard. There we go. It's best heard at at proper volume. Yeah, I'm not doing it justice. Special thanks to Simon. Yes, it could be anyone, but it is in fact me. She's not in here in comments to attest to that, not that I know of. But yes, I shall have to figure that out, how that all works. So yes, Radri and Hiko Simon are not the only ones subject to, and StreamYard is not the be all and end all of streaming apps. I'm a one click person. If it involves sort of anything like ticking lots of boxes in a Windows 95 style checklist, have you got this driver enabled? Have you got that driver enabled? And connect this to that, and so on. Then I'm lost. Never mind all that. Just give me something where I can just do one click and it works. But that didn't, unfortunately. But yes, I think the first time in my life somebody has written a song for me and about me. So I shall be saving that and savouring it as well. And if anybody can do anything to promote her, because once you've heard her, you realise that she sings very well. Please do your best. Share, like, subscribe, all that business. StreamYard is sharing a window. Stop sharing. Okay. Very few can say yes. I mean, Saki-san, I was chatting with her before because I was trying to get in touch with Maya to thank her. And Saki said, "You're very lucky." So I am. I do feel quite privileged to have had someone that talented write a song about me. You found 2 new Japanese artists today. Who is the second? I'm presuming Maya is one of them, but who would the other be? I'm just looking now at my screen, and peeping between all the windows is one of my screensavers, and it's my actress friend, which reminds me, when I first contacted her, I only knew her from one particular show, Shogun, and so I started to look at all of trying to get hold of material and films that she was in. I discovered that she was in when she was 18. One of her first television appearances was in the very popular Japanese TV show at the time, Kamen Rider. So I've been binge watching Kamen Rider, which is only in it for about 15 episodes from the beginning, and only just as a minor character. Which looks quite different. Seeing her at 18 and seeing her in her 20s and 30s, she was much more beautiful in her 20s and 30s. And 18, all right, but and this is the trouble when you don't have I've lost viewers. I think Nosh and Tomo and several other people have fallen asleep. I don't blame them. Night, Nosh. Night, Tomo. If it's you that has gone. But yes, next week I'll be streaming at the same time, hopefully, and because Shinichi was telling me that he only gets up these days at 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I can last till about 8 o'clock, lying in bed, and then it begins to nag, and then I think, oh God, I've got to get out, got to do something. Masked Rider, yes, that's what it was called in the States, the Masked Rider. Which guest won't be available next week? The next unavailable guest is Tabby Eats, who hopefully it was a typo and a bit of a brain fart on Shinichi's part that he because I suggested next Saturday, which is the 9th, and he said, is the 8th okay, which is a Friday, which is not okay because I could be at any moment called in to go to work in the current coronavirus situation where I'm just on call, as it were. So which is not a good idea for trying to do a live stream. If I set up a live stream for Friday the 8th and then work said, oh, come in today because you've got X amount of deliveries to do, then I'm pretty much stuffed as far as the live stream goes. So I'm hoping that it was just sort of him not realizing that the 8th was a Friday. And so the next non-appearance will be Tabby Eats next week on the 9th. Yeah, Masked Rider it was called. Didn't do very well as Masked Rider in the States. It's children's television basically. If you watch it, it's the equivalent of in Japan of what Superman is. What Superman is to American pop culture, Kamen Rider is to Japanese pop culture. I watched it because of my actress friend was in it, but I mean it's yes. Watch it from the point of view of a early 1970s Japanese children's television show, and you won't be disappointed. If you watch it for anything more than that, you'll be bitterly disappointed. Yes, in lockdown, you lose sense of what day it is. Yeah, I now know it's Saturday because I've not been at work since Wednesday. Wednesday I had like a full day at work, which was hard, really, because I've been used to being sort of like stay home until we call you, and when they call you and think, oh God, I've got to go to work, and then I had a full day doing deliveries and hoovering hovering artificial grass. Because we're outside our work, there's the swathes of artificial grass upon which are tiles for display for the public. But next door to the business is a house with some trees, and these trees lose seeds and leaves, and after a few months, this entire area of plastic grass was covered in it. So I was hoovering plastic grass part of the day and doing deliveries other part of the day, and that took me till the end of the day. And I thought, oh God. And then they said, oh, you don't need to come in tomorrow, and Friday was Mayday, so I didn't need to come in. So I know now it's Saturday, and tomorrow is my last day, and then Monday I've got to go to work at 7 o'clock in the bloody morning, and help carry tiles into do a delivery with a colleague, and tiles of I don't know whether you work in meters or feet, you lot, but let's say meters. They're 1 meter 50 long and about 75 centimeters high. So they're big, basically, and heavy. So I've got to do that at 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So I do know that it's Saturday, and I do know that tomorrow I can unlaze about for a bit more, but then I'm buggered. And hopefully on the Tuesday, they'll say, oh, there's nothing left to do. You can go home. It's all right, this coronavirus business, I mean, all right, I'm not getting paid for the days that I'm not working, but I check my bank balance and it's all right. And the government pays me 70, will pay me at some point in the future 70% of the wages that have not been paid. So I mean, I can rough it. But I mean, yeah, you can't do anything when you're home. I mean, you're not allowed to go anywhere. Non-essential travel. I mean, usually on a Mayday, on a bank holiday, on my on sort of my previous channel, which is still going, this one with the adverts on, I would go out. I would force myself. I would get my old video camera, not my phone, but my video camera, and I would go out with the car, and I would go into some rural area of Belgium and make a video, and then upload it onto the channel, and it would be a video with nobody in it because it's a bank holiday. But I can't go anywhere, and that's the trouble. It's non-essential travel. So that is another reason why, and also the fact that I've done so many of these and they get so few views that that the motivation is lacking. When you've got to drive 2 hours to get to a beautiful area, to then video it, then go home, upload it onto your computer, edit it all, add music, and then upload it to your channel. And after about a week, it gets 20 views. You're kind of like, oh, bloody hell. You can't go. You're not allowed to go to random places. That's from Maya. Luckily, it says she's sorry she had to work on another music video. She couldn't watch your show. I hope it went well, though. Yes, it did. It did. Everybody watched the video one way or another. So double tap to like. Okay. Phew. You get regularity from other stuff. I get regularity. I mean, in my days without work, they're fairly regular. I've set times, and I forced myself not to start gaming until a certain time, and that sort of thing, so that I keep a certain amount of regularity. I've been watching a thing on another channel I have, a video, some young chappie, dopamine detox, and how to reset your brain so that it's not addicted to games and social media and all kind of time wasting things. uh, and and this Sunday is the day is the detox day for all the people that following that particular channel, and sort of the beginner level. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can have coffee and tea, you can read a book, you can talk to people. Chance to be a bloody fine thing for me, but and what else? Some of the things that you're allowed to do, and then the intermediate level, you can't do any of the things that are allowed in the beginner level, and then the sort of the advanced level. Basically, you just basically got to stay at home in your room and not do or talk to anyone or even eat. This apparently resets your brain and your psychologically speaking, and then from there on, if you then go back and watch the videos, it'll teach you how to then rewire your neural networks. I think, oh, bloody hell, and I can't be asked. No, oh, you saw it. No meditation. Yes, you can. You can. You can. I think in the extreme version, you're allowed to meditate. That's it. No water. Presumably water. You're allowed water, but I mean, you're not allowed to eat. That's just for the one day, though, Robert. And then I think you can go back and watch what you're supposed to do to rewire your brain to not be on dopamine. But I mean, partly the song that was written for me is due to the context behind it. I'm being very obtuse here because I don't want to reveal too much, but is a person addiction and dopamine. That's all I'll say. And it's to do with a neurological condition. Anyway, yeah, getting very heavy there. Vids of your mom. Stare at a wall, be a robot so you can like good things. That's it in a nutshell. Don't need to watch a video. I'm not sure whether I could give up this or this. I know. I only do it once a week. It's not like I'm on there every day like John Daub. You always had the theory that if you did the most miserable job during the day, the rest of your non-working life would be amazing. No, you've got to work at making the rest of your life be amazing. I know, and then on top of that, you got the miserable job. Wine and what that? No, no. The show I'm talking about, Vids of Your Mom. You've beaten Daniel to it. I think Daniel's given up. Yes, to become dependent on too many things. When you completely self-identify with who you are, which is an illusion, then yes, that illusion clings on to lots of things. You've not been defeated. You're just multitasking and some Mitsubishi, small Mitsubishi car from the 1970s. If I remember, I watch your Instagram stories. I do. It's not a Galant. It's not a Charger. It's a crappy little mini thing or something. I could do with a new car. I've got all this money in my account. That's the buffer for not being paid, and also my ticket to Japan for hopefully November. That's not looking less and less likely. But my diesel car is making funny noises in the engine compartment. It does what it's supposed to do, but the noises aren't good. I still drive the same car that I've been driving for the past 10 years. And the car itself is 18 years old, and has had three clutches and new injectors and sensors and all and various rods and suspension bits replaced. I've spent more on the car than it cost to buy it, I think, over the years. It's a diesel. It's a Peugeot 307 diesel, which is very economical. Driving wise, I can get to my parents in England, which is about 400 miles from where I am, in one tank of petrol, and still drive around for the well, I'm trying to think of diesel rather for the week. So in that sense, it's quite economical, but it's current sort of situations with cities with smog and all that business, and low emissions means that I'm excluded from more and more places, and drive guiltily, emitting particles. The mileage on it is about 250,000 miles, something like that, or getting that, or kilometers. So that's slightly less in miles, which is more reassuring. And basically, I'm going to drive it until it dies, and then I'm forced to actually get another car, or not. Oh, I better go easy on that wine. It's got to last till Tuesday. Your last one died at 270k. Well, this one, I mean, it's had smoke coming out of the engine. Its clutch has gone two times now. The original clutch went, and then the second clutch went. I mean, I've learnt that Peugeots are not the best. I'm aiming. I mean, when I was looking to replace it, I've been looking at what is the most reliable small car, and it was for a long time it was the Honda Jazz, or otherwise known as the Honda Fit. So that's the one I'm aiming for. But even second hand, they're sort of about the same price as what I paid originally for this one, which is a big chunk of money. That I don't have. Yeah, I have to get a yearly checkup. I've been lazy the past couple of years. I've just said to my garage, "Can you take it to the MOT?" And I have to pay for obviously the time that they take it there, and the MOT charge as well. So it adds a big wodge of money, but it just saves me the hassle. I mean, I've got not much else I need to spend it on. I don't go out, don't buy posh clothes, don't buy much stuff anyway. So I've got this money flying around, which I then waste on things like getting my garage to take it to the MOT, as opposed to investing it and getting returns. It's all too complicated to do that sort of thing. I like life simple. I like to one click and and have the video that I was hoping to play and be heard. So with only 50 seconds left to go of this show, and I think possibly I don't know whether Radri is still there, but I mean, I imagine he was saying that he'd like to keep his shows shorter and keep them on time. I'm going to keep my show on time. I like to do that, to keep my show on time. I'm going to wind up the show, having bored everybody silly with car talk. I'm sorry, but next week you will hear about it. You'll see about it. There'll be an advert, one way or the other, to let you know that next week Tabby Eats will be on the show, hopefully. The week after that, or the week after that, it could be I've forgotten. Oh yeah, Charlie no Soketsu. And at the end of the month, it will definitely be Stuffer of the Stuffer channel. But for now, I'd like to thank you very much for stopping me going completely insane. I only said 2 words to another human being yesterday when I was out cycling, which was like "hello," "nice day," or "good day." So it's good to be able to talk, even if it's just me and you're responding. But bye bye, Ellen. Bye bye, Robert. Bye, Daniel. Bye, Perk. Bye, Vids of your mom. And anybody else that's watching that has not commented, those in watching after the event, I'm very grateful for you to having gone through this far. Please watch more than 30 seconds, which it says on analytics. But and please do, if you're still watching, subscribe to Maya's channel. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so I'm going to end there and see you all again next week, hopefully. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now. Oh, and yeah, and if you want to see me again, if you really, really want to see me again, check out 2.5 Yarges. I'm going to see if I can get on there. Bye for now.